Yo, what up, y'all? Take a ride with me real quick. Yo, man, I want to talk about, is there tension between upstate New York and New York City? Is it tension?
Tensions between regions can arise from various factors such as economic disparities, political differences, or social issues. For specific information on...
Mercedes like butting in on my conversations. But anyways, people want to know if it's real tension. I like to think of it as it's competition. You know what I mean? I don't want it to go further than that. We don't want it to go further than that. We want to keep it hip-hop. You know what I mean? We want to keep it hip-hop, because when things start getting violent, that's when things start getting reckless. We don't want that. You know what I mean? Keep it hip-hop, keep it peace, keep it competition. You know what I mean? But I will say, as a person, as a hip-hop artist, being from upstate New York, this was definitely brewing for a while. I just had a conversation with my boy Ant. Shout out to my boy Ant Live. And we was talking about the tension that's been brewing between upstate New York and New York City. And how upstate rappers, being from Syracuse, being from Rochester, you know what I mean? Shout out to Syracuse, the Cuse. Shout out to the Rock. Shout out to Buff City 716. Y'all know what it is. And the tension is because, you know, people from upstate, we just want to be respected. You know what I mean? We want it to be respected in hip hop. Just period. Just being from New York State. You know what I mean? And people from the city, people from the boroughs, they tend to think that upstate New York is we just country bumpkins up there. It's crazy. It's crazy that they would even think that. You know what I mean? You know, but at the same time, you know, I mean, there's no place like New York City. You know what I'm saying? It's the busiest, fastest, citiest city you will ever visit. You know what I mean? If you're not from there, if you've never been there. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, they would think anywhere else is country. But no, you visit Rochester, you visit Buffalo, you visit Syracuse, you know, it's real niggas everywhere. You know what I mean? And it's city-like, it's hoods. Anything you can find in any other city in America, you can find in Buffalo. You can find in Syracuse. You can find in Rochester. You know what I'm saying? So we just always wanted to be respected. You know what I mean? Like we recognize what New York City, what it means to the world, to what it means to hip hop. It is the Mecca, it's the birthplace of hip hop. We just always wanted our respect, and felt like, you know, the boroughs never gave us our respect. You know what I'm saying? But then when I thought about it on a bigger scale, we couldn't really be upset about that, because New York City, they be in so much competition with each other. There's so much separation within the city. You know what I mean? It's within the boroughs. You ask a person that's from New York City, where you from? They're not gonna say they from New York. They're not gonna say they from New York City. They're gonna say, I'm from Brooklyn. They're gonna say, I'm from Queens. I'm from Staten. You know what I mean? They're not gonna say I'm from New York City. You know what I'm saying? They treat Staten Island like Staten Island is a whole another state. Like it's a city part of another state. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. It's so much separation within the city. So how do you think they feel about other parts of the state, or just other parts of the country, period? You know what I mean? People that's from the 5 boroughs. You know what I'm saying? But that's the tension. That's the tension right there. So I think the whole thing with the 38 Spesh and Jadakiss, it's brewing from like, yo, we want our respect. Don't front on us. You know, Spesh feels like, yo, man, listen, I'm nice with this pen too. Don't front on me. You know what I mean? So on one end, I understand where Spesh is coming from. But then on the other end, it's like, yo, that's what this game is about. Sometimes dudes is not going to return your calls. You know, sometimes dudes is just too busy. And I want to give a shout out to Jadakiss. He's in my top 5. One of my favorite rappers ever. You know, one of my inspirations, definitely. You know what I mean? But you see what Kiss got going on? Kiss ain't really been in the music space like that. He's focused on his podcast. He got, you know, he got the juice shops and all other business ventures. He not really that focused on music. Like, I hear him drop a verse every now and then, but Kiss ain't really been in the music space, you know? And, you know, I guess I would say Spesh's emotions got the best of him. But I'm telling you, I think that's where it comes from. He felt like he was being slighted. He felt like, yo, you trying to front on me? You know I'm nice. So I think that's where his feelings got involved, and he started talking about, well, nigga, I think I'm nicer than you anyway. You know what I mean? That song we got together, because him, 38 Spesh, Jadakiss, and Benny the Butcher, they got a song together, Sunday School. You know what I mean? Which is a dope track. You know what I mean? It was a dope track. Everybody went in on that joint. You know what I mean? I will say, in my personal opinion, Spesh did have the strongest verse, but that's only because it felt like Spesh was going in with punches. You know what I mean? Benny was on some relatable type shit. Kiss was more so on some storytelling. And Spesh was the one that was like, yo, I'm gonna hit y'all with these bars. You know what I mean? So when you look at it, Spesh probably had the strongest verse. Or it's this music thing is subjective. You might have thought that Kiss got the strongest verse. You know what I mean? You like the storytelling. Like, this whole rap thing is really subjective. It's art. If you prefer punches and punchlines, you would say Spesh. If you prefer storytelling, you would say Kiss. If you want something more relatable, you probably would have went with Benny's verse. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, Spesh's feelings got the best of him, and it's like, yo, he went back and referred back to, nigga, I bodied you on such and such anyway. I think I'm nicer than you. And, you know, we love artists that are confident. Like, yo, you know, because you don't know too many people that's gonna try Kiss. Like I said, Kiss is one of my favorites. Ain't too many people gonna try Kiss when it come to that pen. Kiss's pen game has been solid for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So ain't too many people coming at Kiss. So you gotta respect Spesh for being confident. But like I said, I think Spesh's emotions got the best of him. You know? And I'm just giving y'all the background. I know where it comes from. It's this tension. Upstate New York, we just want to be respected. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hearing about all these disses that's going back and forth, that's flying between, you know, rappers from upstate New York and then rappers from the boroughs. I've been hearing about, you know, dudes just throwing shots back and forth. I love it. You know, because it's competition, man. This hip-hop game, man, the art is built on competition. The battle, who's the nicest. The battle of the MCs. Gotta love it. But, fellas, let's just keep it hip-hop, man. Let's keep it fun. Let's keep it competition, man. That's it. That's where it needs to go. That's as far as it needs to go. You know what I mean? But, listen, man. I'm loyal to upstate New York. I'm New York to the heart. I'm upstate New York to the heart, but I'm also New York State to the heart. I love the city. I love the 5 boroughs. I got people there. I got friends there that are very dear to my heart, as well as upstate where I'm from. You know what I mean? People that I grew up with. Anytime I've had a show in New York City, they've always shown me love as if I was one of their own. Like I was from one of the 5 boroughs. I've always gotten love, and I put in work. I've paid my dues. I've been in open mics all over the city. Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, you name it. You know what I mean? From the open mics to showcases. When I started to build my fan base and I would do tours, New York City was always one of my favorite stops. So the love has always been there. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it started off pretty tough. You know what I mean? You know, it's all about show me what you got. They don't know you at first. Show me what you got. But then when you go up there and you give it your all, you know, you've been working on your craft. They can see it. They respect it. So, like I said, I just want to keep it competition. I think that's dope. Upstate versus downstate. You know what I mean? The 5 boroughs versus upstate. I think that shit is dope. You know what I'm saying? I think it's dope for New York hip hop, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we gonna keep it, fellas. Alright? So once again, shout out to upstate New York, shout out to the Rock, shout out to the Cuse, Syracuse that is, shout out to Buffalo, you know what I mean? The whole upstate, shout out to the 5 boroughs, man. Hip hop. Hip hop, we winning, baby. Hip hop, let's get it.